Okay, guys, this is the first room tour of 2018. I am using, if you're wondering why the voice sounds my voice sounds a little clearer, it's because I'm using my mic, my new mic. That let me show you right now. I'll go into this room, show you. I'm using this mic here. It's not the one that I usually use, which you'll probably see, which you will see in the room tour. This is a mic done basically by VidPro, which sounds pretty good. I think when I did the package openings with it recently, which was one of the recent videos I did, the package openings where I got the Rarity and Twilight Sea Ponies and then the DVDs and the CDs, I thought I had it hooked in, and apparently I didn't. But anyway, let's see what this could do. I'm going to give you, like I said, the first room tour of 2018. So I do apologize for a little untidiness, if you will. But here we go. Okay, first of all, as you can see, I still have a towel over my DVDs. These are my DVD plus R's, basically my movies that I use DVD Fab as well as Windows DVD Maker to put movies on and shows on and stuff. The reason being is because me and my mom's cat likes to sometimes, when she gets in a mood, likes to try to chew at the DVDs, or at least chew at the cases. So had to put them somewhere. And of course, you got my trash can down there, which I have to dump probably today or tomorrow. Oh, here we have my Giants visor and my Giants World Champions. What is it? 2012 ball cap. And we have my cat's little mouse toy right there. Of course, this is my work desk. As you guys can see, this is where I do my live streams and all that with this computer with the camera on it. I do the live streams on it. Of course, this is my mic. This is the mic I've been using lately. What's funny is after I use this, I would put it back in my rec room and just leave it there, because this is actually part of the Beatles Rock Band set that I got back at the Blockbuster when we had a Blockbuster in Patterson. And what I do with it, when we lived in Patterson and now we live here, is I would hook it up to this computer, or I would hook it up to my other PC at one point, and I think even hook it up to a few other computers to get some good audio sound just to record with. And again, this is what I'm using right now, this, when I do live streams on Google Hangout, which I might do one later on before I go to work today. I have to be at work an hour before noontime, and it's only a 4.5 hour shift, but I need to be there. And I might do something before then, but I gotta catch an early bus, or at least try to catch something to get there on time. But yeah, this is my computer. This is I can't think of it right now. It's an HP Silva Fusion or something like that. It came out around 2016. I'm assuming mid to late 2016, but it says March, April, but I'm assuming a little later. So I got this because my blue one, which was a regular Stream notebook, finally conked out, and I don't know why. And what happened is obviously what happened is I made a mistake of going onto a site, but I had fixed that before, and all of a sudden again something happened once more, and it looked like I had it fixed, but it wasn't. So I even followed instructions, nothing happened. So I decided, you know what, screw it, I got the money right now, I'm going to take care of it, I'm going to get a new one, and that's what I did. Of course, here is our modem, which has been alright. I mean, lately, Xfinity, Comcast has been doing updates and all that, and one of the other things that's kind of a problem right now is, as you can see, this wire right here, This is the wire that goes to the main phone outline in the house. So mainly my phone, which is over here, is the only one that's connected to the modem. The reason being is when I connect this to the back, because we have a splitter, I don't know if you can see that back there, we have a splitter right there, and you can see that black cord. That's where my that's my phone connected. But when I connect this this white cord to the other splitter, not the one in the middle, but the one on the other end, kind of like the middle one, you could put it in the middle, but that won't work, so you have to put it like on the other side. So when I do that, when I put it basically on the other side, if you will, which would be like right here where my finger is, when I do that, it doesn't, it seems to not be working right now. And I looked online, and from what I understand, it has something to do with moisture or something, because the phone works. The phones work. And a couple of days ago, it looked like it was doing all right. Then it went back on the fritz because we've had fog and rain and mist. So, yeah, basically, this main light, this is the main phone light right here. Not this one, but this one I'm pointing at right there. This light, when I would put the white cord in, would start blinking on and off. In other words, the phones would go off. I mean, they wouldn't be off. You would pick them up, you'd hear static and all that. So it has something to do with the weather. I'm just going with that. So let's see what happens. But right now, if we're using my phone, that's probably the best thing to go with. Now this here right there is the other mic I've been using, and the way I've been using it is kind of weird, but what I've been doing, see if I can get a little bit more light here, but what I've been doing is actually been kind of pushing it into the strap that I have my hand in right now. I've been pushing it into the strap that I have my hand in right now, and it would fit in there. It would actually fit into the strap just barely, and then I would hook it into the mic output or input on the camera, and then set the settings, which is like right here. These are the settings that I have on it, and basically that's how I've been doing some using a mic on this camera before I got the one you see here. So yeah, I've been using that mic sometimes with this camera here, before I got this small one, which is supposed to be really good, according to what some people have said. Now, of course, like I said, got my laptop, got my speakers, got my phone, got my computer here. This is actually, this is not the original computer screen. My original computer screen finally decided to conk out on me, and I had that for like over a decade, so it finally decided to conk out on me. So this actually is a screen that we got when my cousins gave my mom and me another computer to have in the house besides the one I have. Now, the tower down here is my tower. The other tower we have is in the garage. We have to look at that, see what we can get out of that. But yeah, basically, this is from one computer that was given to me and my mom, but it's connected to the tower here. And the reason it's connected, folks, just to let you know, is mainly because of the fact that, again, going back to what I said earlier, my Stream notebook, the blue one, went on the fritz, so I had to connect the external cable, not the one there that you see right there, not the one that you see right there. Let me hold on for a sec. Yeah, not that gray one you see right there, no. Instead, I had this hooked up, this yellow one. Sorry about that. But anyway, like I said, I had the yellow one hooked up to the computer, before I switched that around. And what I did is I hooked it up to the tower here so I can have some kind of internet, even though my tower wouldn't go as fast as, let's say, a Stream Notebook or anything. So that's why I still have this in here. I mean, I could move it and everything, but I'm going to keep it in here in case anything else happens in the future. It's like a backup, if you will. And of course I have my keyboard here, which is actually hooked up to my laptop, so I don't always have to go over here and just lean over. I could just do this. And I might have to get one for my mom because she's back at school. She started back at school this past Wednesday after work. So she's gonna probably need something like that so she doesn't, get carpal tunnel or get too worn out. Well, you know what I'm saying. Kind of not get so stressed or hunched over or anything. Now, as we see up here, of course, besides this, I got some stuff down there. Just, I got my scanner down there. I don't think you can really see it, but I got my scanner down there and some other stuff that I use. And if you're wondering why I got pillows there, again, me and my mom's cat loves to, when she gets in the mood, loves to chew things. So I have to, put these to kind of back her off from doing it as best I could. She's a good cat and everything, so we just took her to the vet because this past weekend because she had a swell on her foot, and we're just waiting for the lab results from the blood test and stuff. They drained it, but what was funny is it looked like it shrank. It looked like the swelling kind of shrunk on its own. And we've been doing a lot of prayers for her, and I know that God is the almighty physician, and he's going to take care of her. He's going to help her. He's going to heal her, and that's what he's been doing. So, and I'll continue to pray for her, and I would hope for anybody watching to continuously pray for her as well. She's a good cat. She's like 14, 15 years old, or going on 15, I think. Anyway, moving on. Of course, we have the second My Little Pony movie poster. And if you're wondering why it's in a bigger frame, it's the only frame I could find that would fit it. So if I can get a bigger version of that poster, I'd put it in there. And what's funny is last week, I guess Northern California had a earthquake that we felt a little bit here in the Central Valley. And I don't know, I thought at first it was the heater going on and the air is pushing it down, and my mom went into a closet and got something and the vibration knocked it down. Actually I think it was the earthquake that did it, honestly. So yeah, we have my poster there, and then we have my figures over here. I have some new ones I put up. Actually, I've had these figures, these two right here. I just haven't had time to put them up till recently. But as you can see, I have Rogue, I have Sonic, and then over here I have Robin. I think it's what's her name? Oh, Carrie Kelly, the Carrie Kelly Robin, right here. Right there. That was for like the anniversary of the Dark Knight deal. And then here I have Marvel from the Guardians of Galaxy line. I have Marvel's Angela. That's from the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Legend line. And then over here, of course, I still have my other figures that I've shown before. From, as you can see. happening over there as well. And I got some new stuff as well. Of course, I got my Batgirl. This is the new 52 Batgirl, I think, figure. So I got her up right there. And of course, I got 2 Black Series of Princess Leia, or General Leia, and Han Solo from Star Wars Force Awakens. They actually did get it. They actually came out with another Leia figure, but I gave that another Black Series Leia figure, but I gave that to my mom, so she can have that. And then of course I got my Batman cars up there, as you can see. And then of course I have Fortress Maximus, the Titans Return Fortress Maximus, and the Titans Return, or what was Combiner Wars, I don't know what it was, Metroplex right there. And then of course I have my posters, Transformers the movie poster, and these I think are going to end up being collectors, because these were supposed to be well, this actually is going to, this probably won't be too much of a collector's, because this issue actually came out. This is the Viant issue, the Guardians Viant issue of Sonic the Hedgehog 283. But over here, this is supposed to be Sonic 292 issue, and it never came to be under the Archie license. So that's going to be a collector's issue, I think, in the near future. And then of course I have my Sonic SatAM one, and then I have the collage, the big poster. You know how all the covers from, what was it, 253 I think, or 252, or whatever it was, or 253 ran for 5 issues and all that. I think, yeah, 253 to 257. I got that, as well as the same thing when they did for the finale of the story arc. So there we go, right there. And then of course I have some Star Wars 40th anniversary figures right here. I don't have Han Solo yet, and I will get him. And down here recently, of course, if you saw the package opening, I have the Legacy pack that comes with the 40th anniversary of Darth Vader. It's a display stand. If you take these guys out, you can display the figures on. And then of course I have a Princess Mononoke painting that I got at the Apricot Fiesta last year, right there. Excuse me. And of course I have my other figures here. I have my Power Ranger figures here. I have something I got from the Apricot Fiesta as well, right there, from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, I think. And then of course in here is all my Transformers and ponies and stuff, and Wonder Woman. I don't think you really see it because it's a little dark right now, but ponies, Wonder Woman, you know, that, Transformers, some of the new stuff as well, you know, some Frozen stuff, my hats, my jackets. I've shown this off already, I think, in my collection update, my MLP collection update. And of course again over here, more figures as well, my pony stuff, you know, Frozen, my Sally plush that I got off eBay for $200 something back when I lived in Kansas. My movies, of course, right here, that some of my series, complete series of movies that I moved in here because, you know, I had to make room over there. So, and of course, like I said, some of my figures. And again, I do apologize for any kind of darkness a little bit. It's a little still early, so yeah, you know, I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah, these are the figures and stuff. And then down there as well, you know, that I have Sonic figures, like Sonic bobbleheads and all that. And then up here some Frozen, Transformers, Fourth Dimension pony figures, a Scooby-Doo figure with Daphne and the Skeleton Man, the original Power Master Prime behind Elsa and Anna. And then up there is a Harley Quinn Suicide Squad adult figure. That is basically a collector's figure that they sold at the store, and they said for adult collectors only. So I don't know if you can really see that. And then of course this is a balloon that finally has decided to go flat. This is a Zootopia balloon that I ended up getting from my job. I actually was able to take it. They didn't say anything. And what's funny is that Zootopia balloon kept floating and floating even when I moved. What it was, it kept floating in my closet over in Thoroughbred in Patterson where I lived, and then I brought it here. It still kept floating. Even when I packed it, it still kind of floated. So it's had a lot of air. And of course, I have some stuff here, a little tote thing that I may have to move eventually so I can make some room. Power Rangers, Dragon Dagger, and Power Ranger Movie Morpher, and then some figures I got from Goodwill, Disney figures and stuff. So, you know, right there. So, pretty cool. And then right here, of course, I have the Storm King figure, which I have not put up yet. Although I think I know where I want to put him. I just got to figure it out, make sure it works. And then this is the Bandai Robo Mickey figure that I have. I actually put that together, but what happened is the Donald head, the head of the Donald bot, broke a little bit. Not too badly that I can't fix it because I can put glue on it, so we should be okay. And then here, of course, are some of my newer ones. These are my new figures. I do apologize for this going into two parts, but I'll probably edit that together while I'm gone. But here we have Rarity, Pinky, we have Fluttershy, we have Applejack, we have Rainbow Dash, and we have Twilight Sea Ponies. These are, I think these recently just came out, or just came out at the end of the year, because I didn't see these in my store that much. And what they are basically just miniature versions of, well, I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you that in a minute. But those are like miniature versions that if you look in the picture here, they can actually be displayed. So that's pretty cool. And they're the first ones I've ever given the and honestly, these are the first figures I've ever actually given the display, you know, just keep them in the box, display them by putting command strips behind them kind of treatment. Then of course over here we have my tripod that I've used for quite some time for all my videos. That of course got replaced by this one, which is alright. It's kind of on the fritz a little bit, but I think it's okay, especially when I have this baby, this long thing hooked to it. So this long thing hooked to it as well. So this base right here that's holding the mic and everything. Of course I got my lamp here if I want to use that at times. Got all my Sonic comics and books that I bought, collected, were given to me, you know that. So I have a lot of those. And then down here I have all my pony stuff as well, my pony books and comics and stuff that I've collected so far. And then down here I've got my other pony stuff, other pony figures, the pony set that my sister gave me. It was a Kohl's exclusive, some Guardians of Harmony figures that went with it. And then here you see, and of course I got some books, including my most recent one, which was the Ponyville Mysteries. And then right here we have Skystar. This is Princess Skystar from the movie, and you notice how she's displayed. That's basically the same way these girls can be displayed if you wanted to take them out. Got a Guardian. Now we've got a Songbird Serenade that you actually can press Hook Cutie Mark and she'll sing with Sia's voice. Got some miniature figures. Got a Starlight Glimmer collector cards box down there as well. Behind her, and then behind these guys we have the we have them. So that's Skystar. I mean that's Spitfire and Soren. We have them, and then we have the Pirate Collection, which is a Walmart exclusive, along with some other figures, the other cards as well. And then up here we have, this is the what is it? This is the Rainbow Dash Air pirate ship. This actually came with a Rainbow Dash figure, with this Rainbow Dash figure. The pirate figures of Twilight, Applejack, Boyle, and Pinky were all separate, so you had to get them individually. It was fun putting this together, I can tell you that. And then we have a Rainbow Dash figure that's kind of similar to Songbird Serenade, except she sings the awesome song. And this is actually more of a remodel, a reissue of an original Applejack figure. I mean, not Applejack, but Rainbow Dash figure that they brought out that did the same thing, I think. Or it just, you know, bent backwards and then flipped. It basically, you bend the knees back and then it flips over. So, yeah, that's basically what it did. But yeah, they reissued it with, I think, the additional singing, so that's pretty cool. And then over here we have my Guardians of Harmony's figures as well. Celestia, Nightmare Moon, aka Princess Luna. Then we have Crystallis, and we have Discord. And then over here, down here, we have my Funko. These are the official Funko figures: Celestia, Luna, and Cadence. Now you might say, well, why does Luna look a little darker? This is the Glitter Viant one, and apparently there was two versions released, Glitter and regular, for all of them, for like the main six and the pony and the princesses. So this was a Glitter Viant one. I might try to get the other one as well, just for completion's sake down the line. And then of course you got 5 of the main 6. Fluttershy's down there because she couldn't fit up here. So you have Spike, Twilight, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Pinky, and then Fluttershy. And then here we have the movie. This is a Walmart gift set exclusive that came with a water bottle. Then we have all the seasons up to date till recently, which is season 6 right here. And then of course got holiday gifts, and then Adventures in the Crystal Empire, which I got for like $3.47. And then we have other Funko figures here of Spitfire, Daring Do, Shining Armor, and Trixie. Then we have another Rarity figure, which is basically the same Rarity figure that you can see right there. And then we have these right here were not Walmart exclusives, but basically we have a Twilight and a Rainbow Dash plush. I couldn't get the Pinky one because I think she got sold out, but I did get the Pirate Pinky, which is, these were Walmart exclusive. These were Pinky. These are basically the same things in a sense, but they were reissued as pirate in the pirate outfits from the movie. So these became Walmart exclusives of Pinky, Twilight, and Rainbow. And then we have some Rainbow Power princesses here. We have, I think, what is this one? We have Luna right here. We have Luna right here. And then we have Celestia right here. And then we have Pinkie Pie, Guardians of Harmony Pinkie Pie. And this is Rarity from the movie. Well, yeah, it is Rarity from the movie, but they based it off her Scaremaster outfit as well. So that's pretty cool. And then of course I got my games up here. As you can see, my PS4 collection's grown significantly, with the latest edition being Mass Effect Andromeda. And then for my Xbox One, Deadpool being the more recent one. And then of course I got Nintendo Switch with Mario Odyssey. That's the only game I've gotten so far, but that may change hopefully soon. And then I got my 3DS and 2DS games, which I play on my 2DS or my DS. So these games, some of these games were given to me, so thank you, Frank Hill, if you're watching. Of course, I got a Dark Magician figurine or collector figure. We got Back to the Future. We've got my CDs here that I listen to music on, and then all my Blu-rays and stuff, movies and stuff, all right here, including there are movies behind those, don't worry, but I got all those. And then I got my consoles, old school consoles here from my top loader, which I've had for now going on 23 years, going to be 24 years at the end of this year. So I have my top loader, I have my TurboGrafx, which I got on Amazon. I got my Super Nintendo, which I've actually had that for about going on 22 years now. Yeah, 22 years. I got that in 96. Actually, funny stories, I got that when I came out to visit in California. So, you know, my niece had 2, so they said give your uncle 1 to take home, and hey, there you go. Of course, I got my Atari 2600 flashback. I got my Dreamcast right here. And then, of course, PS4 or right there, along with Xbox controller and Nintendo Switch controller. And then I got my Switch right there. You can probably see that a little bit, I'm not really sure, along with the Joy-Cons over there. I got my AV HDMI switcher. Basically, this will allow me to play my consoles in HDMI. My consoles that are only AV output only, audio video only, it will allow me to play them in HDMI. Then I've got my Xbox One, my Blu-ray, my TV, and of course And of course my home theater system along with my cable, and then the HDMI switcher, which allows me to switch from different HDMI sources. So, and then of course my audio extractor, which allows me to listen to a lot of stuff through my home theater system, which is still the kind that you would use with audio video. And then over here, this is the granddaddy. Oh, not the this is the granddaddy. Oh, this is the big one. This is the big reveal. This is the Sequestria. This is the Canterlot Sequestria set that they advertised. This originally, when it came out, went for like $88. I got it for $45 because they were clearancing it at my job. What happened is that I think because it was $88, nobody really bought any. So I ended up, and I wanted to get it when it came out, but I figured, you know what, I'm gonna wait. Maybe it might go down, and it did. I thought I was gonna have to pay $50, but I only paid $45. And what's funny is I was waiting for my ride home because I had called for a Lyft ride, and one of the customers coming in saw me with this in a cart, and they say, ooh, you know, and they're like, they were kind of surprised, like, ooh, where'd you get that? And I said, and I told them, and I said how much. I said, ooh, good, that's good, that's gonna make a good gift for my daughter. So the next day I come in to work, and surprisingly there's like one or two gone. So I think the lower they put it down in price, the better. But yeah, originally $88, now like $45, maybe even $40 for all we know. And it came with all the stuff you see there, except for Tempest and Twilight. I'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, it came with all the accessories you see there: the Celestia, the Sea Pony, the Queen Nova, and then the Twilight up there. So that's pretty cool. And of course it came with the side thing as well. And I kind of figured it would fit up here, because originally up here was my 5-disc RCA CD changer, but it kind of went on the fritz. So I got this in its place right here, which is a Sony one. And we used to have that like in the guest room, but it was never used. So I figured I'll use it. And I actually have it connected to my home theater system with audio cable as well. Not to the audio extractor, but just to like the, what is it? The, I have to borrow my phone for a second. Its source output is actually the auxiliary. I think that's what it is. It's the auxiliary. That's the source output for it. I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, that's the source output for it. So yeah, I have that connected to that, so I can listen to music through my speakers and all that, so it works out pretty good. And then of course I got the Stratus Sky Griffin, the Stratus Sky Ranger Hippogriff here. It's actually pretty good. It actually has a battery already installed, but just in case anything happens, I'll probably put another one in it, just like what I did with the Songbird Serenade one. And then this one, this is something that just recently came out. This is the Twilight versus Tempest Shadow Guardians fan series, Guardians of Harmony fan series figure, or collector's figure. And it might look okay right now, but I have to actually glue it a little bit, because this part here actually broke off when I got it took it out of the package. So if you guys get that, you got to be careful with it. So overall though, that's probably about it. That's probably all I could show you right now. Of course I got, now, oh yeah, over here, of course I got my throw blankets, or throw towels, or whatever, my pony ones, and then my Star Wars one down here. And then I've got my pencils, because I have that adult My Little Pony the movie coloring book, or whatever, that the kind that's for the adult fans. Then I have a Star Wars magazine, and then the Star Wars dictionary down there, and then my CDs right there, and then my pack of CDs on the other side as well. So overall, that's really it's all going to be. So thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care.